Now you may recall that in the first video, the attorneys were tasked to look at or address a couple of questions, and those questions in our next video are answered. There are questions regarding the standards, the legal standards for terms of employment for people within the township, staffing positions, whether it is appropriate for them to have contracts, as we have given a couple of employees, and also the question involving the position of a zoning inspector also being a zoning board member. And we have some explanation on those two questions by Attorney Bob Malloy at this time. Bobby, please roll that video as well. Thank you.
Subsequent to him being appointed at the last meeting, I instructed our legal director to research a couple issues, and he's going to report on those issues.
Yeah. One of the issues I was asked to look into whether the Ohio Revised Code provided any standard terms for appointment of township employees, and my opinion, which I'm stating here after research, which is that the appointment of employees is covered by Section 511.10 of the Ohio Revised Code. That provides that employees can be appointed as needed by the Township Trustees, but they serve at the pleasure of the Township Trustees and may be removed by a majority vote of the members at any time. Now, the authority of Section 511.10 states that what the trustees may do, but it doesn't provide them any greater authority to provide any other terms for appointment of employees. The normal rule of township is that townships may do what's permitted and provided that they can do by the Ohio Revised Code, but they can't do anything more than that. And so my advice regarding review of any terms of employment for township employees is that it be reviewed and evaluated to recognize that the Board of Trustees may provide the appointment, but they also may cause the termination of that appointment without cause or without a specific reason provided. This is authority that's passed on from one board to the next board, and it's again set forth in the Ohio Revised Code, which is not written by the Board of Trustees, but is written by the state legislature as the rules to follow from the board. So I would advise in that regard that appointments or any contracts or terms of employment be evaluated and make sure that they're consistent with Section 511.10 of the Ohio Revised Code. If there's any questions regarding that from the board, if not, I would move on with the next part of my report.
Yeah, this is in no way to criticize or demean or anything for the contracts that were given to Lou Etheridge and Kathy Alley, but merely saying that those contracts, with the provision of them being fired only for cause, is an overreaching of the authority of the Board of Trustees.
Correct.
I'm talking like an attorney, but I'm not one.
You sound better than many attorneys.
Therefore, the board will entertain a motion to accept the report of the legal director related to this issue.
So moved. Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion, gentlemen? Lisa, call the roll, please.
Jack Prince,
Yes.
Bob Hasselman.
Yes.
Ray Ottery.
Yes.
And I'm not recommending any further action be taken. It was my understanding that the board simply wanted to be advised on that standard at this time, and that concludes my
We
report
want
on
to
that
be
matter.
perfectly legal and by the book on everything that we do. And no other action is being taken against these two employees given these contracts. And I want to make that perfectly clear to you as well. So, very good. The next report, sir.
There is a question raised regarding whether there was any conflict or incompatibility with the appointment of an individual to the zoning enforcement officer with the position of a member of a township or zoning commission. Our research led us to an attorney, a high attorney general opinion, which is states that sets forth reasons for incompatibility, And that's Attorney General opinion is number 85-052. Now, that's not the case law in Ohio, but it is a guidance that many folks rely upon. And that Attorney General opinion provided specifically that there is incompatibility between an appointment as a zoning enforcement officer and an appointment to the zoning commission of a township. What the next question there is, well, what happens then if that is in fact occurred? The rule in Ohio is that the acceptance of the second appointment, whichever one it may be, is also the same as a resignation of the original appointment. So if my understanding of the circumstances is correct, is that if a person was appointed first to the zoning commission and then subsequently was appointed as zoning inspector, that has the conclusion in the matter of law that there is a vacation or a resignation from the zoning commission. Again, that's simply a report on that issue. I'm not recommending any specific action, but as a matter of Ohio law, a appointment or a vacation would be considered vacancy, would be considered on the zoning commission as a result of the appointment to the zoning enforcement officer.
Very good. Chair will entertain a motion to accept the report of the legal director applicable to the zoning.
So moved. Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any comment, gentlemen? Lisa?
Jack Kunz,
Yes.
Bob Hauserman,
Yes.
Roy Otry.
Yes.
Final item for the